If you've ever struggled knowing what to post on social media, you need to be in this month's workshop. I've partnered with storytelling strategist Akua Kanadu to teach you how to use strategic storytelling in your marketing. Learn why you need to use storytelling, how to create your storytelling library, and learn key ways to share a powerful story. To secure your seat in class and gain access to the replay, go to lashondabrown.com/workshops to buy your ticket or become a STAR student. Looking forward to seeing you on July 25th at 1 p.m. Eastern. And if you can't make it live, don't worry, you will have access to the replay. Here's to learning how to collect and share stories that engage your audience and boost sales. Good morning and happy Monday to you. My name is LaShonda Brown. I am a tech educator, YouTube coach, and speaker based in the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. And today you guys are going to get a live demo of, in my opinion, the best feature rollout that Flodesk has had in 2024. Now, we're doing the most. I always seem to do the most on my Flodesk live streams. I am attempting to go live on both Instagram and on the YouTubes. So YouTube folks, you guys can comment and I can pop your comments up on screen. Instagram folks, the experience is better on YouTube, so feel free to come over here. But I do want to give you all the ability to be able to watch this replay on my Instagram because I will not be posting a ton of feed content moving forward. So if you follow me on LinkedIn, you guys know that I have broken up with the Instagrams. What I have decided to do is just take the app off my phone. So I am on the work cell phone and I think it's going live. It may not be. It's not looking like, and let me see, in the app, it says live. Y'all, we don't know. This is part of why I'm no longer Gramming. So with that being said, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping and then we're going to hop into the live demo. I will have Angela go back and put time codes for you guys. So if you want to skip directly to the demo, you can do that. But yeah, this should be a lot of fun. So got some new Flodesk merch. So love that. Embroidered. Fabulous. And yeah, this should be good. All right, so what we're going to do here is hop into the housekeeping. For those of you who are brand new, you may not know that I have a membership. My membership has two tiers, the STAR students and the Bootstrap creators. STAR students are folks who subscribe for my monthly workshops, like the one that I will be co-presenting with Akua this week about storytelling. So everyone who is a STAR student, you do not need to go buy a ticket. It is already included in your membership. Angela will be adding you to the call. Bootstrap creators are also included in on that call this Thursday, but these are the folks who want my help walking through the journey of utilizing YouTube to increase traffic to their offers and generate passive income. So currently, these are the folks that we have in our membership, and late summer, the mobile application will be rolling out, but I will be able to migrate members over to the web portal sooner. So I've got a couple meetings this week with Uscreen to make that happen, and so super excited about that. So that's the game plan with that. Like I said, we will be doing this workshop. It'll be hosted on StreamYard, which is what I'm currently using for all of you on the gram. StreamYard is not just a way for you to do your live streams. It's also the tool that I use for my webinars. Main reason why I do this is because I use this tool every Monday at 10. So I'm super familiar with the interface and I love all the different things that I can do. If I, for whatever reason, wanted to start just adding in some background music, like I could just do that right now with the click of a button. Is it extra? Most certainly it is. But that's just how I teach. It's how I roll. So if you need extra in your life, try StreamYard. You can try it free for 14 days by going to lashondabrown.com/StreamYard. All right. Next thing, and we fade out. Love that for us. We will be going live on LinkedIn on Friday. We'll be multi-streaming to both YouTube and LinkedIn. Super important conversation. Y'all keep sliding up in my DMs and I'm like, let's regroup. Podcasts are super popular on YouTube these days, but y'all ain't got no strategy. And that's okay. that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what practically you can be doing to grow your podcast reach and your income by leveraging YouTube. These will be, just like everything else, mindful marketing and tech tips. So it's not going to be super complicated tech, and it's not going to be super involved in terms of the time commitment, because I know a lot of you podcast instead of YouTube because it works better with your schedule. You don't have to stress about being camera ready and all of that. So there's so much I want to share. And so instead of, going one by one, I was like, let's just do a live. We did this topic back in February, but a lot has changed on YouTube and a lot has changed in the podcast world. So I thought, hey, let's bring Alan back and have this conversation. He has a video podcast as well. He has a podcast called God and Gigs, and he also creates content for YouTube. Sometimes they overlap, sometimes they don't. So for those of you who are in that situation where you want to post your podcast videos on your channel, but that's not the only content you want to create, this is for you. If you want to RSVP, you can go on LinkedIn. That way you get the reminders. Otherwise, it's already scheduled on YouTube, and so the replay will be available there as well. Alrighty. This is what we're going to be chatting about. So let me real quick, before I start chatting about this, remind you that if you want to join my free community, you can go to lashondabrown.com/join the club. You can also find it on the homepage. And this is where I keep folks up to date about what's new in tech. So if you want somebody who is not going to stress you out about, what you could be doing, that's the place to be. Now, I told y'all, me and Instagram, we're not doing no daily content. I don't even have access to the app on my phone. So I'm really trying to put those boundaries up. So what I did before I made my exit was I created this post and I pinned it in the top left-hand corner of my page. This is the most important thing to communicate to folks. I'm going to be testing out running this as a promoted post, $5 a day, along with my Canva posts, $5 a day, and just see what happens to my account. Because if the girl still gets growth and she still gets leads, then that is sufficient. So what I want to do to help give this a little bit more reach is to offer a free 15-minute YouTube strategy session to one of you. All you need to do is go to this post, like it, share it to your stories, and don't forget to tag me so I see it. I will choose that winner on our call on Friday. So help me out. Just help me get some more reach. You can say whatever you'd like to accompany it. You can share it and just show the first graphic, or you can go to any of the slides that talk about my free list, like the Bootstrap Club, Star Students, Bootstrap Creators, and even highlights my partners with a testimonial from Taylor at NG. So there you have it, my friends. Oh, I do see you guys are live on the Instagram, but it's telling me, okay, so weird. So what I will do, Instagram folks, I will try to pop back between the two to see your comments, but I can't put them up on screen. So sorry about that. YouTube folks, if you like this video, make sure you like it to help it be seen by more people. And I think that's it for housekeeping. I think that's it. So what I want to do is I think I want to go through a couple slides and then we're going to share screens. I think that's going to be good. We've got a good live audience here. Folks are saying hello. Good morning, Ellen. Good to see you. Tawana is here. Gia is here. So love that. Yeah, YouTube folks, feel free to comment if you have questions. Happy to answer them. But I really want to start doing content more like this, so that our Monday live streams are really replayable and helps me to save time. Feature rollouts don't always justify a whole edited YouTube video. So if you're trying to generate passive income, I would encourage you, try this strategy out. It works. Okay, so my friends, link actions. Why should you care? You should care about link actions because this is going to allow you to automate even more within your Flodesk account. For many of you who are more advanced with your marketing, you may have decided in the past that Flodesk didn't have the capacity to do some of the multi-tier things that you wanted to do within your marketing. Now it can handle it. So I'm going to show you what it's capable of, and we'll also talk about some strategies that you can utilize with link actions. But ultimately, what link actions will allow you to do is to learn more about your audience without having to drive traffic to another form, another sign up, another thing. The more that you can reduce friction when it comes to email marketing, the higher your conversions are going to be. So while this is a really cute feature, I love the little graphic, link actions. This is going to directly impact your bottom line when it comes to email marketing, and that's why you should care. Okay. So I know not all of y'all get excited when you see app updates come for other applications, but I can honestly tell you this is one you want to pay attention to. Okay. Which is why I'm doing this video. So my friends, let's chat about it. Okay, so link actions are going to give you the ability to automate actions when subscribers click on a specific link within your email. What do I mean by that? You can add a link action to the following types of links: text, a layout, image, video, Instagram, link bar, button, countdown, and e-commerce blocks. So at the end of the day, girl, you can do a whole lot with this, okay? But let's get like a visual of what I mean. So take a look at the first little graphic, if you will. You can decide that when someone clicks a link that's just a plain text box, you can say, click the link to be added to a segment. Click a link to be removed from a segment. Click a link to be added to a workflow. Remove from a workflow. Or you can set a custom field value. Okay. Now, this is, again, more advanced, but I'm trying not to get too excited. Let me explain to you the magnitude of what this means. So many of us, when we are in launch mode, send multiple emails. Some people go crazy and do daily. Some people maybe 2 or 3 times a week. You do not want to cannibalize your email list when you're in launch mode because you're sending them emails about things they don't care about. So in the past, what people may have done is said, you know what, as soon as you start launching something, be like, well, girl, I was here for the free communication and here you are just trying to shake me down for every last cent. Unsubscribe. Just unsubscribe. I'm not here for that. And so what people would do is they would unsubscribe from your emails. And what that meant was not just unsubscribe from your sales emails, but they would unsubscribe to your entire list. So all that work that you did for list growth was for naught, because as soon as you went to monetize your list and sell to them, you upset people who didn't want to receive those emails in that particular cadence. Now you don't have to do that. You could do your launch emails and simply add text at some point in your email that says, don't want to receive these sales emails, or not interested in this promotion, but you still want to stay on my list, click here. And so what can happen is you can either click to be added to a segment or click to be removed from a segment. And so that will allow your users to be able to customize the experience that they have within your Flodesk emails. The same thing applies when you set up preferences for your emails. Segments are so important. The money is made in your segmentation when it comes to email marketing. You want people to be getting emails about the crap they actually care about and not just generic homegirl needed to send an email because it's been a couple weeks. Boom, hit send. Okay. So here's an example, and I'll show you on my website the magnitude of what I'm talking about. All right. So we're going to go to the homepage of my website, and I'm going to show you a couple instances of some Flodesk forms. All right. So if you go to my website right now, you're going to see a couple instances of email marketing strategies. The very first one is my free YouTube workshops. Why is that the case? My primary customer is tech companies, but my secondary customer is someone who wants to work alongside me to be coached on how to do YouTube as a service provider. Okay. The number one lead magnet for my YouTube coaching membership is my free YouTube workshops, because they give you an in-depth approach on how I view YouTube, how I do that for a living, and it helps people to connect with me as an educator before they sign up for a subscription. So when you click on free YouTube workshops, That's going to send you to a landing page on my site. Now, I could have done a full page Flodesk form. I actually like to do these inline forms because then I can track the traffic of the page and keep all the traffic on my own website. So when you sign up, you get the replays to all 5 of these free YouTube workshops. When someone hits send me those replays, they are not going to get my nurture sequence for someone who is brand new to my ecosystem. These are people who are telling me by virtue of signing up, sis, I care about YouTube. So I'm segmenting, not just they care about YouTube, but they specifically care about YouTube training. And so it's important to me to understand why they're on my list. So that form is connected to a specific segment in Flodesk. Now, the other way that I generate leads on this, button bar here is my Bootstrap Club, which we talked about. The Bootstrap Club is the name of my generic weekly newsletter. Okay. And so the focus with that is mindful marketing and tech tips. I'm not trying to feed you YouTube content all the time. I'm simply trying to help you to understand what I'm using in my business to help me to work less and live more. It's important that Bootstrap Club people don't get the YouTube emails because they probably don't care about that, which is why they're signing up here. And so people who sign up with this form get the nurture sequence because they're brand new to my ecosystem. They get to meet who I am, learn what I'm about, super chill. And then once they finish the nurture sequence, they get added into my regular cadence of emails. Okay. So it's important when you're trying to sell that you don't say, I know you're here for free content, but I don't care. I'm just trying to make money. So I'm just going to email everybody everything. That is the wonderful thing about link actions is even once you get them on your list, you can still segment further if you want. You could do the same thing when it comes to adding people to a workflow for a webinar, right? You could have them, when you click on this link, automatically get added to a webinar sequence so people don't have to sign up again if they're already on your list. So many different applications, okay? But I want to show you within my website, and there's one more way that you can use Flodesk, and that is here underneath that banner where I say you need a YouTube passive income engine. There you go. And so again, this is a different segment for someone who is interested in just consuming a PDF. They don't want to talk to me. They don't want to watch a training. Girl, just teach me how to make passive income with YouTube. Okay. I am specifically creating free content to get to understand not just what you're interested in, but how you like to learn. And so if the form is connected to a segment, not only have I learned more about your learning style, but I've learned what you're interested in. This is why your Flodesk account needs to be overwhelmed with segments. Okay. Just having one generic, do you want my newsletter? That's not working in 2024. Okay. So we need to stop doing that. If you're doing it, this is your rebuke. Change it up. Okay. So I'm letting you know what's working for me. I also want to emphasize I use the same format for these inline forms, but every single version had a custom button. This one says, send me the guide. The one for my YouTube workshops says, send me those replays. And then the one for join the Bootstrap Club says, join the club. Okay, so make sure that you customize these forms even down to your submit button, because that level of customization is going to set you apart and it's really going to help increase your conversions. So don't leave it saying, sign me up, submit. Like, tell people when you hit this, this is what's going to happen. Okay, that's a level of customization that's going to help you convert higher. So if we go back here, you can use link actions when you are connecting it to plain text. You can also use it for buttons, for layouts and all of that. We talked about that before, but when you go into Flodesk, it's going to be located in 2 different places. Plain text, it's going to be directly on top of those links, and all these other ones, it'll be linked in the right-hand panel. All right. So YouTube folks, if y'all have questions, put them in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and hop into the email that I literally sent this morning about this live stream. Okay. So every morning, every Monday morning, I send out the first mindful marketing email of the week. And let's see here. I'll show you what I mean. All right. So this is the email that went out today. If you are not emailing when you go live on YouTube, you're wrong. Okay. This automatically increases my live viewership because people are being reminded that this is happening. However, that is not the only thing in that email, so that there's still value if people don't care about what I'm live streaming about. Okay. So super simple. Finally, the advanced segmentation and automation we've all been waiting for. Super excited to do a deep dive on Flodesk's newest feature rollout. Want to try Flodesk? Start your free 30-day trial at lashondabrown.com/Flodesk. So then you can see the thumbnail that I created in Canva, and you see a button to join the live stream, a reminder that the live stream replay will be available at 11 a.m. And so that way, if people cannot watch it live, then they can also watch the replay, reminding people that that's a thing. You don't have to wait for the replay to be sent out. Okay. So that being said, what do you see above the text with the thumbnail? You see a link, correct? So if we go here, now this was not the case before. Once I put that link where I want to redirect traffic, you now will see a lightning bolt that will allow you to add your link actions. Okay. So when you are trying to add actions to plain text, you will have access to it by clicking on the link, the lightning bolt, after you've placed the link for where you're trying to send people. Okay. So I'm trying to send people to my Flodesk affiliate link. And so once I put that in, now I have this option. All right. So it's super simple for you to navigate to that feature. Now, once we are there, I just click there, and then I can select the action. And these are the actions we talked about. Okay. Now, I will also say, in regards to the link actions, I would think about your segments before you start, ooh, do this and go this place and remove here and add here. You may need to do some segment cleanup. You know, maybe you've got some old segments from a summit you did 3 years ago that's not relevant anymore. You really want your segments to be intentional. And so I would clean them up before I start, doing actions all over the place, so they make sense. Now, if we scroll down, you can see here, you have information about the workshop, and then you can grab your seat for $10. So if people want to just buy a ticket, they can buy a $10 ticket, or they can become a star student. If I were to click, in this case, on this button on the right-hand side, that is where you're going to see the link actions appear. So in the right-hand panel, you'll see button, font, link. Then you have the link of where I'm driving traffic. And so link actions for a button is located in the panel, not on the button itself. So you're not going to see it pop up like it did for the plain text. All right. We talked about the live on Friday. So, here's that information there. And then our tech tool of the week is Voice Jungle, which is the tool that I use for professional voiceovers. I've used it since they launched, since 2014. 10 years I've been paying Voice Jungle for stuff. And they are a sponsor of Bootstrap Biz Device. And so they'll be sponsoring Friday's live stream. So included that there. The reason why I wanted to go into that level of detail of how I'm emailing is another Flodesk feature that rolled out, because they really want to help you guys catch your coins, is the ability to sell your emails as a custom template. Okay. So if you are creating emails on a regular basis for your community and you've gone through a lot of work to customize the look and feel, you can literally turn any past email into a template. And so what I did is I went through and I studied like 20 plus newsletters, and I created my own template for my regular communication. And so for my community members that are like, girl, I love your emails. I love how they're customized. I love the different sections you did, because I did the literal most. They can just go and buy me a coffee and they can buy this template for $5. Very simple way to generate passive income. So all of these new features that Flodesk is rolling out, it's super important that you not only stay in the know about what's happening with Flodesk, but you also start thinking strategically about, okay, now here's a new feature, but how can I use that to increase traffic to my offers, generate passive income, or even potentially partner with brands? Okay. And so I want you to understand that I am trying to keep you in the know as best as I can through the playlist on my YouTube channel. So if you are watching this on Instagram and you didn't know that was even a thing, I have over 20 Flodesk tutorials that are in a playlist with very consistent branding, so it's easy to find. And so if you hear about a feature and you don't see a video about it on the playlist, you can DM me. On LinkedIn is probably where you'll get the quickest answer. You can DM me on Instagram as well. But I can let you know if I have something coming up. And if I don't, I can try to see if I can find room. But ultimately, I do want to be a resource to you. I've been using Flodesk since August of 2019. I'm one of the Flodesk OGs. So it's super, super vital that if you are paying a monthly subscription to a tech tool, that you not only understand what it's supposed to do, but how you can use it to at least make your money back for your subscription and then some. That is how I filter all my tech tools. If you are not helping me to save time, save money, or make money, I need to unsubscribe, because at this point in the process, times is hard. If it's not hard for you, it's hard for your customers. And so you are going to see a bunch of different people saying, budget constraints, financial constraints. And so it's just super important that you run a lean business so that you're not as boxed in when it comes to what your monthly overhead is. So all that being said, there is your Flodesk demo. And one thing that I have noticed as well is these Monday live streams are fantastic for helping me to get news out, but it's also a great way for me to engage my community, whether they're paid members or they're folks who just like the channel. You have got to work smarter, not harder. And I am a huge advocate of the 20-hour work week. I will be doing some type of challenge, training, something or other, because the amount of people that I see that are just running ragged is just getting, the list is getting longer and longer. And we don't have to operate like that. But the way for you to trade off what's happening is you got to either eliminate things from your plate, you got to automate it, or you got to delegate it. And so these automations that Flodesk are rolling out, that's going to save you a ton of time. A lot of you are manually adding people to segments. You're manually changing people's preferences and all. We don't have to do that anymore. And we're thankful for it. So that's my 2 cents, Instagram fam. Hope you enjoyed it. I do encourage you to hop over to YouTube and subscribe. I really think that I can successfully grow this brand with a primarily LinkedIn, YouTube, and email strategy. And so I'll be popping in from time to time to let you know what I'm doing on other platforms, but that's kind of my goal. My goal is to have it there so people can tag me if they need to, people understand what I do, but ultimately for that thought-provoking, regular cadence of content, you're going to find that on LinkedIn and YouTube because I get the highest return on that. And it allows me to not feel so beholden to Meta by not using any of their platforms. Still have my account on Threads and Facebook as well, but they are not getting my first fruits. You can only create so much. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that was fun. But yeah, I'm excited. I think this is going to be a game changer for a lot of people and how they email. So my friends who are also doing the YouTubes, let me know in the comments what is one goal that you have for your biz or YouTube channel this week. I've had a lot of folks grooving with me. This past week, I worked with Angel and with Tawana, and so it was really cool to be able to not only hear what their goals were, but also send them resources to help them navigate that. So yeah, I really want you to be intentional right now and say, okay, either you're on YouTube and you have a content goal for that, or just an action item you've been procrastinating on, or you're simply an entrepreneur and there's just something that's been nagging you that you've been putting off. What is one thing that if you could get that off your plate this week that you would consider this week a win? You can let me know if you're watching the replay, or you can let me know if you're watching live. So that is what I would love to see you do in the comments. Don't forget, if you like this video, make sure you like it. The reason why I verbally say that is because my live streams at this point are getting just as much, if not more, traction than my feed content, which is nuts because I don't have to edit it. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. You have got to figure out ways to still deliver value, but reduce the amount of time it takes to create. So huge advocate for live streaming. The more you do it, the better you get. And you don't have to pay to have someone else edit your content, or you don't have to spend the time to edit it yourself. All right, let's see. We got some bubbles popping off on YouTube. Angel said, good morning. Useful info. Thank you. So needed. Really want to master Flodesk. Yes. I mean, there's just so much that you can do. And I know that we can't always stay on top of every single new feature. But again, the ability to sell your own emails as templates and link actions are really powerful combo. I think that it's important for you, especially if you already sell templates, whether you sell Canva templates or you sell like website templates, that you consider adding this in as another way to bundle what you're already doing. You know, you could upsell a website template by including email templates. You could upsell social media graphic templates by including email templates. So they are making it very easy for you to have another passive income stream. And that's something you should seriously consider if you find yourself being short on time, but also being short on money. Okay. So really love that feature update, and I'd love to see more of you guys using it, but obviously it's brand new, so I get it. All right. So Ellen says, I want to open an account with the music company you're affiliated with. Can't remember the name. How do I do that with your discount? Okay. So I'm thinking you're referring to Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound is the tool that I use for the music on my channel. I love it because they pre-check your music, so you don't have to worry about copyright claims. So if you want to help the channel at no additional cost to you, you can always go to lashondabrown.com/tools and click on my tools page. So the best way for you to get my discount, Ellen, is for you to go to tools and click on the Epidemic Sound graphic in the second row. And so that will give me credit for sending you there. I'm constantly updating this. I'm going to be working with Becca Harpin to even further customize this page. But this is where I keep track of anything special that I've negotiated with folks. So these aren't deals that you see on the front end when you go sign up. I've slid in their DMs. I've asked, hey, do you have a way to save people some money on creating an account? And so directly underneath the tool, you'll see what the deal is, whether it's an extended free trial, percentage off, money off. It's all different. It's all over the place. So I was having trouble keeping track of all this. So just having the landing page made it simple. And so that is the best way to keep up with that. Okay, Mary said, so needed this. Had a total burnout ending up in the hospital. Don't need to do that any longer. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, even if burnout doesn't send you to the hospital, it wears you down and it robs you of your joy. And I think that's something that, as I really take a step back, I think the joy in the process is so much more important than money, or prestige or influence. It's like, man, if I don't have my joy, if I hate my job and I'm the one that created it, like I'm doing it wrong. So there are a lot of benefits for you to take a step back and to give yourself permission to challenge what's normal, because we've normalized burnout in a way that is really hurting a lot of people. So let's stop glamorizing doing the most, do less, and don't feel guilty about it. You know, set boundaries, healthy boundaries, and then enforce them. And for me, that was, again, you guys know I've been having this conversation since February, I think, about me wanting to delete Instagram. And it's so hard because YouTube does not have the ability for you guys to DM me. And so I don't want to lose that ability for you to shoot me a message. However, within my app, you guys will be able to hop into the community. And so building my own app gave me the freedom to be able to be less beholden to Meta. And I see where they're going. I see how everything's pay to play, in certain circumstances willing to do it. But I I don't want to be spending hundreds of dollars forever to grow my community. Eventually, I'd like to be able to pay nothing. But again, I'm testing it right now just to see, is the juice worth the squeeze? So I'll let you know. All right, Angel said one goal is doing live, doing the lingering action items, ditching the need to be perfect. Yes, you will never, ever thrive on YouTube if perfection is the goal. Because I don't care who you are, something always is going to be less than perfect. Even if you put up a perfect video, you may get imperfect comments of people just being, bitter betties and just wanting to say whatever they want in your comments. So it's just super important that you just accept the fact that you're showing up, you're serving well, and just trust the results. Just show up and post. Okay. Posting is the hardest part. So definitely ditch the need to be perfect. Live streaming will help. It'll help teach you pretty soon to just let it go. But that's a huge oof. I mean, in the past, there have been like months where I couldn't post because I was agonizing too much over things that nobody else cared about. So definitely ditch that. Okay, Mary said, to finish the YouTube challenge. Yes, replays are available for you guys. They're being moved to the app tomorrow, I think is what Z has it on his list to do. But you guys have the link to the landing page as well. All right, let's see here. Tawana said, identifying old/popular podcast episodes that can upload to the channel. That's a great goal. Repurpose your content. That's another thing I'll be doing is looking at high performing reels on Instagram and reposting them as shorts. As long as the content, is still relevant, like I'll probably take out the like, comment, whatever. But I think I can get some more leverage out of some of that work I did. So repurposing is a great goal. Okay, Adrian said, I actually need to get my YouTube channel started. I'm part of your membership. I need to nail down my niche for my tags and channel description. Okay, that's awesome. I will say for your tags, every video will have their own tags. So don't stress about how your channel, like your channel category. I think my channel is just like education. But every single video you put out, you'll have the opportunity to tag it appropriately. So like this video, for instance, when I end the live stream, I'll go in, I'll optimize it for the YouTube search. My husband is reviving his dead channel. And so I'll be making a video about, how to optimize your first YouTube video and just use him as a case study. So feel free to watch that when that comes out. But yeah, just remember that every single video is a chance to tag your content. So don't stress about that. Make sure you get that done. Okay, let's see here. I just want to say thank you for all the discount codes you dropped. Congratulations on everything. You work so hard. I don't know how you do it all. I don't know how I do it all. I'm held together by duct tape and a prayer. Sometimes the duct tape runs out of adhesive. So doing the best I can. We're all doing the best we can. In fact, this side quest. If you have ideas for merch is my project for August. I love merch. I have so many shirts in the closet that have other people's phrases on them. And the only one that I've created for myself, with the exception of the ones that have my logos on them, says tutorials are my love language, which is true. I love that. But I want some like kind of funny ones. So like doing the best I can, held together by duct tape and a prayer. I say that all the time. Stuff like that would be great. So if you have ideas for merch that you would like to see, I do have a partnership lined up for my merch shop that I'll do like a little meta video of like launching my first merch shop, yada, yada, yada. So yeah, if you have phrases, I'm also going to be asking you guys in the workshop and our group coaching call. So I want to just kind of collect ideas for you all. But my game plan is to get Sam to design the phrases that we talk about in August. So this is kind of the time to send me ideas. So, and I want them to not be common things. So yeah, I really want one that just says like serving and then has little icons of like a microphone, a computer. Cause like, you guys know, I always talk about serving first, selling second. So yeah, I just a shirt that says serving, I feel like would be I have to do that motion with it too. I feel like that'd be good. So yeah, give me ideas. I would love that. All right. Yes, joy and harmony keywords for 2024. Burnout is a real health issue. Take care, everyone. For real, guys. You can't help anybody if you can't help yourself. So make sure you take care of yourself. Saw the Meta thing and bounced at the top of the year. Not mad, it's their business model, just doesn't jive with mine. Yes, perfectionism out the window. I want to serve. Yeah, I just, I feel like the more I learn about what they're doing at Meta, the less I'm on board. Ironically, I'm using it right now to live stream, but you get what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm liking LinkedIn. It's a whole vibe. And honestly, what I like about it too is it just feels so aligned with me as an educator, because I was talking to a friend about this weekend. It's like my brand, although it's personal, it's not about my personal life. I just try to be a relatable educator. But like, this is the only room in my house y'all see. Like, I don't be taking y'all, oh, hey, just did a haul. Oh, hey, outfit of the day. Oh, hey, look what I'm eating. Like, I don't want my phone to eat first. I want to eat first, So I eat, I sustain my life, but y'all don't need to see that every day. Like, who cares? So that's just kind of my 2 cents. And so what I like about LinkedIn is I'm able to be thoughtful and helpful and teach versus entertain you. I love to dance, but like, I don't need to film it, So that's just the era I'm in. I feel like I also can make a shirt with era in it at some point. So if you think about a good era statement, we have like, oh, I'm in my soft life era. I'm in my whatever. If you think of something like that, let me know. Okay. Let's see here. May we share your discount codes? Please do. Love that you asked that. Truthfully, guys, for the longest time, the first year that I transitioned from being a full-time service provider to a YouTuber, I didn't have any products to sell you. So I lived off of the affiliate income. So affiliate income for me is a huge part of what I do. It's at one point, it was as high as like, I don't know, 70% of my revenue. It's gotten a lot more diversified now, but like legit. It's super helpful to me for you to utilize my links when you go to sign up for things, because it doesn't cost you anymore. In a lot of cases, it'll save you money. Like in the case of Flodesk, what's really nice about that is that you get 50% off your first year if you use my link, and you get a 30-day trial. So in my opinion, I mean, if you do the math, what is that? Let me drag this on my screen. Oh, I can use my cell phone. Cell phones have calculators. So if you do the math with my link, it would be, you do 19 times 12. So you would get 13 months of Flodesk for just $228 your first year. If you are paying more than $228 to email your list, I don't care what service you're using, in a year, you're losing money. So, my friends, I'm just saying, Team Flodesk all the way. And I just had the pleasure of meeting so many team members, including the core team, in Portugal last month. So they truthfully, and this is my little box. I wanted to show this, show and tell. My little Lisbon box. It's got my goal in it for the year. You won't see it, but I know what it says. But truthfully, it's like, as I have, like, we've grown together. Flodesk and I have grown together over the years, and I do not like to fly, and I have never like crossed the ocean for an international flight, but I wouldn't miss that for the world. So your girl was like, okay, we doing it. We may not do it again for like 3 to 6 months, but we doing it because this company has been so impactful in growing this brand and been so freaking supportive. If you go on the Flodesk YouTube channel, we did a collaborative webinar that was super in depth when they rolled out Flodesk checkouts. I've done sponsored content on their Instagram. Like it's one of my favorite partnerships by far. So truly, if you have questions about the platform, if there are features you want to see that you haven't seen yet, you can look at their roadmap to see what they're working on. But you can also just ask me, and I'd be happy to pass that along. So yeah, huge fan, love them. So just putting that out there. Do you have any videos on how to do affiliate marketing? So I truthfully, between me, you, and the internet, I feel like I need a whole freaking course because most people, and this might just be me being petty, but most people doing affiliate marketing are not pulling the kind of money I'm pulling because they're not, maybe they're not doing often enough, or they don't understand the strategies for how to market your affiliate links and how to engage your community. So I think I need to do a whole course, or at least, yeah, no, I need to do a whole course. And I would say that because learning affiliate marketing like really well is directly going to make you money. You know, there are other things that you can teach and be like, oh, this is a good to know. But like, if I taught you how to increase your conversions on your affiliate links, like I know for a fact that you'll be making bank. So it's important to me that like, especially information like that is on the app in a paid capacity. It might be a benefit to my Bootstrap creators. It may be a standalone thing. I don't know. I've talked about affiliate marketing a ton of times, but I think something really in depth would be really helpful. So yeah, that is my feedback on that question. Okay, I also need to hire help in my business. Do you have any suggestions on a company to use or go through for a tech VA, course creator, video editing, graphics, etc.? So there, yes, I do. And they are some new partners. I went on their podcast. Um, and I'm trying to think. I don't know if our partnership is going to be Q4 or what. But anyway, Adrian, if you can shoot me an email, that will be helpful. I'm going to forget if it's in social media. Shoot me an email and I will get you in contact with them. I have heard really bad things about Fiverr. Upwork is better, but I have found an even better solution. And the way that they essentially help connect you is they have personally vetted all these people. And so you essentially tell them what type of remote workers you're looking to hire. And then it's almost like a manual thing. Like they find the people for you. So almost like a temp agency, but like for online entrepreneurs. It's like a whole vibe. So yeah, email me and I will get you an email introduction with them. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that's good. I like have to remember that like I have so much going on that like if I don't have you in my inbox, girl, I'll be forgetting. So if you need me, that's the best. Send me an email. And for all of you who have waited for email responses, I'm telling you right now, I am back at inbox zero. She's back. You know, I was riding the struggle bus for like the last 4 weeks, but we thriving. I even did my twerk out this morning. So like we're back to normal. So we love that. Love Lisbon. Wish I had clocked for foot. Yeah. But you know what? You can always switch. And I will tell you this. If you are considering switching to Flodesk, the best thing for you to do is for you to sign up for the free trial, export your list from whatever tool you're using, try it for 30 days, make sure it's a good fit, and then cancel your subscription and make the switch. You always need to be regularly backing up your Flodesk subscriber list anyway. So even if you are already with Flodesk, if you are not doing that, sis, just in case, I would do a backup at least once a month. But I will tell you, you don't want to like jump ship immediately. Export what you have, test it out, make sure it works well for you, make sure your list imports well and there's no, snafus with that, and then decide at the end of the 30 days if you want to move forward. Let's see, that would be great. A course on starting and building a community in general. Oh yeah, community building. So I have a lot of experience with community building for money and for nonprofit and all that. I am actually speaking at a conference in 2025 about building a profitable membership. So that'll be really good for that too. Okay, friends, we covered a whole lot of ground. If you are still watching on the Instagrams, love that for you. But definitely would like for you to be on YouTube. So feel free to go subscribe there. Remember, you can like and share this pinned post to your stories, tagging me on Instagram for a chance to win a free YouTube strategy session. It's only 15 minutes, but we can cover a lot of ground with that. I never do this. Like, I should preface this by saying I literally never do this. But I want to test this strategy. And I think the last piece would be organic interaction with this content. So help me to complete this test by just sharing it. So you could share this post to your stories and say, love watching Big Sharp Biz Advice Monday mornings, something like that would be perfectly fine. But make sure you tag me so I can make sure I see it. Okay. I already switched and did the trial, but I can't use your link. I've asked. Interesting. Shoot me a message about that. I'd love to hear more about that. I'm just curious. All right, friends. Well, I'm happy to see that you guys are up, that you are attempting to be productive. I hope that it actually comes to fruition. If you want to groove and you want to try that out, you can shoot me. Well, actually, look, just go to the tools page. Let's be real. And actually, you know what? I don't think I have them on the tools page because that deal was recent. Email me or shoot me a DM if you want a affiliate link for Groove, and that way you get a free trial to try that out. That is the virtual co-working app that I use. So if you're struggling, you need some added accountability, some community, some good vibes, feel free to hop over there. All right, y'all. Well, make sure that you guys are utilizing, let me pull it back up, link actions. If you do not have a Flodesk account, and you want to help a sister out, you can go to lashondabrown.com/Flodesk and get a free trial for 30 days. All right. And also, I think Flodesk was my first brand partner of the month. So I still have their ad in my StreamYard account. So we're going to end on that. So my friends, until next time, ta-ta for now.
What if email marketing was this easy? This beautiful. This affordable. What if email marketing was this you? Meet Flodesk, an email marketing platform dedicated to helping you grow, nurture, and monetize your email list beautifully. Design emails people love to get. Free for 30 days, no credit card required.